Somebody give me a doctor. You better follow me ambulance. Deep inside. Oh, baby, I can't hardly walk. Somebody give me a doctor. Somebody give me a doctor. Wow, feeling overbody. I'm straight out. Yeah. Somebody give me a doctor. Somebody give me a doctor. Somebody give me a doctor. Somebody give me a shot. Well, she says and just smoking everything that I'm inside. On top of the world, oh yeah. She had a drink in her hand, she had a toast in the sand. Oh, wow, what a beautiful girl. Ah, yeah. But she thought money would live in my head around. You supposed to see what her looks to be like. She likes to fool around. What's the little baby gonna keep about me? I can't accompany me. 2 years of the earth. Ah, yeah. That's why I said, be right every day. Rid of the world. All I need is a beautiful girl. Ah, yeah. Beautiful girl. Well, I'm above in the sun and I'm having fun, and I know you know I've got those special plans. Special plans. All the bills are paid, I got them made in the shade. All I need is the woman. Understand? But sweet like honey with a little bit of monkey, don't your head around. Rich from the sea with the looks to be like she likes to fool around. Be right every day, with the world. All I need is a beautiful girl. Ah, yeah, beautiful girl. This way it is. Think I got it. Now I'm a seaside chick, just smoking and drinking a ringside. I'm top of the world, top of the world. I got a drink in my hand, I got my toes in the sand. All I need is a beautiful girl, beautiful girl. Oh yeah, here I am in your beautiful world. All I need is a beautiful girl. Oh yeah, beautiful girl. That's what I need. Oh yeah, beautiful girl. Set yourself on down. Yeah, beautiful girl. Oh yeah, beautiful girl.
How you doing? Not mass flagging tonight? I'm back. Personally, I can't stay in a bad mood if I listen to Van Halen, the old stuff. I like it. Here's a picture of me with my leather skin taken 3 months ago because someone thinks I have leather skin. Yeah, it's a little overexposed, but I promise you, if I had leather skin, you'd know it. So, like I like to say sometimes, suck it, bish. Well, we're getting close to that New Year's, some people are a little concerned about some kind of weird shit going down. New Year's Day, wasn't that a movie? New Year's Day, no, Independence Day. Independence Day, that was when the alien invasion of the White House, right? What do you think? I'm going to put out another poll. Interesting, this poll. This poll is very interesting that I just threw up there 6 hours ago. Very interesting commentary on the world we live in. Very, very, very. Yes, it is. So, spoke with my mental health care provider today, Lisa, and she didn't even know what a 918 was. She said, "You're doing really good. You should apply for a job here." So there you go. Your fucking theory about my state and that the police need to kick my door in or I'm threatening anyone is a load of crap because I've been under the care of physicians and in particular people that are mental health providers that write down everything you say to them, every last thing. Everything has been charted, okay? And they know I have made almost a complete 180. That's right. So your little fucking plan didn't work, and it's not going to. Oh, you'll never work again. You'll never work again. Well, you should communicate with the mental health clinic that knows everything about me from start to finish and thinks I would be a great candidate for a job working in mental health. Aww. Now that sinks your boat, I think. Oh, I'm on my other account here. So I gained 11 subs in one day. I'm feeling pretty good. Think I'll get up. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. what I want is just if I had some quality people that really they showed up and did, and consistently. But I'm shadow banned, so people don't get notifications. So there you go. So I'm not going to rely on other people for much. Although I think that we should rely on others, and no man is an island, and people should learn to love each other for their differences and support each other. And I want to keep my mind on a future and a world that I want to create, even if it's only in my limited little space on this disc or ball, so that I can live out the rest of my days with some level of reason for being, you know? Raison d'être, raison d'être. Is that right? Did I pronounce that right? I don't know. The man that speaks such beautiful French to me, MIA. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord spit ya. Let me tell you something. If you had a fucking chance with me, you don't want to blow it, because not many people get a chance with me. People can make as much fun of that as they want. But I guarantee you, if Ron could have had a shot at it, he was begging me to be with him for years. It was only in the last 10 years that I think he abandoned any hope, because he had held a torch for 28 years or something. And I told him that he was like a brother to me, and I had no sexual feelings towards him. So I didn't see how that could ever happen. So he had to let it go, because it was just like kind of torturous. And it's not fun. Okay, hold on. To the two people. Hi, 2 or 3. Do I have 2 or do I have 3? Oh my God, I think I have 3 people. Oh my God, I actually have 3 people, and that's all I need. 3, I don't know. 3's, it's not 3. I prefer 4. 4 is more like a lucky number for, well, it's not lucky. It's a sign from my mom. That's why I use 4s, because there were many, many 4s present on the day that she passed away. So that's why 4 means something to me. It represents my mom. Oh, I forgot to cover with Ron about black magic. I forgot. Oh well, guess we have to have a part 2 with Ron. Have you ever known me to practice black? I like a calm right now. Hold on a second. Let's hope he doesn't lose his marbles on me. He's gonna. Sometimes he gets pissed off at this shit because he's like thinks it's so fucking stupid. Like, why are you even asking me this? Oh my God. He gets so fucking mad at me. Please, Lord, the right Lord, could you please make sure that this man and I can have a decent conversation really quick right here? Oh, we got a 4. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. The right Lord.
Hello.
Hi. I am so sorry, and we are recording right now. This is a quick question because this is a very important question I didn't ask you. Do you have 2 minutes? Literally 2. I promise I won't take any more than 2 minutes. One question. Have you ever known me to practice black magic?
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Did I ever practice black magic or participate in any kind of occult, meaning dark arts, that you're aware of?
No.
Would you think?
I certainly would know about it if you were.
Don't you think you would? I mean, wouldn't I at least be sporting the pentagram, some black hair, I did do black nail polish. I do like black nail polish, but that's more because of the Chanel thing, you know?
Well,
Chanel.
you would be killing cats instead of rescuing them.
Well, pretty much. That's.
You would be sacrificing.
Well, not.
Instead of,
I don't know if I mean, that's what I can't. Yeah, yeah, and obviously you've seen how many animals I've rescued over the years. Like, it's just it bordered on, like, people were getting mad at me at the end. They cared about me, saying, "You're killing yourself with this shit. You need to fucking stop. You can't rescue the cats, rescue your mother. It's too much." You know what I mean? But anyway, I just want to ask, because that was a really key question I needed to ask you that I did not get to ask you. So
Dark arts.
yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, I've never.
Like, wouldn't I have some identifier? Now, what did I have around my house? If I had pictures of anything that had to do with a spiritual nature, you won't even remember, or will you? Um, the kind of cards that I would read. Do you remember the cards I would read?
Yes, of course.
So what is it?
The tarot?
No, I never read tarot. Angel cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I've never owned a tarot deck.
I'm not up on all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
no. Angel cards, but in my house, I had a picture of Archangel Michael. I had pictures of angels. I had pictures of Archangel Gabriel.
Right.
I was leaning in that because I thought those were loving energies. And I worked with those energies, Archangel Michael, a long time. I don't know if you knew that. But anyway, that's the end of it. I mean, no, never had a tarot deck, never on the eternal condemnation of my soul from line, because I never did. I don't like tarot at all. And I'm really grateful I never got into that because it does have a lot of dark connotation to it. So, okay, my love, I let you go.
That's what I didn't know what you were referring to when you said the cards.
Well, maybe you didn't even know that I was a certified angel card reader, because since my mom died, I was with Arthur. There was a lot of time when we weren't really talking. You went through a lot of health stuff. So you don't know and remember everything, and that's okay. But I want to thank you so much because yesterday, if you ever want to listen to that interview, you'll really like it. It went really well. I love you so much from the bottom of my heart, and you know that I do. And you'd be really happy with it. It came out great. Thank you so much.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm so happy with it. Okay, my love, I love you, and I hope that we'll get to see each other again soon. Oh, I got the results on the heart thing. He says for the most, I got the results on the heart.
No, you're breaking up.
Oh, well, let me take you off speaker. Hold on. I got the results from the heart thing. So overall, he's there. Well, overall, it was fine. There was only 13 beats that seemed not right. And the doctor wants to speak to you further about other testing. So, I'm dealing with that. The test was I wore a halter for 5 days or something. Or I wore one of those. 13 beats. Yes. Mm-hmm. So do you think it's like that's like nothing, right? It's not nothing, but right. Yeah, but my heart's doing shit right now. Oh God, don't use that word around me. Oh yeah. Do the okay. ECG. Okay. Oh, you can do an electrocardiogram right on the watch thing? Oh, I should maybe get one of those. But I don't like them tracking my health information, but no, I'm saying if I actually got a watch and had one. I don't think I can afford one anyway. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, it's doing it right now. Okay. All right. Well, I won't worry about the 13. Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to you. I'll be in touch. I'll talk to you before. I'll wish you happy New Year's tomorrow. Okay. I love you. It's a bummer that I don't feel sexually attracted to him. He's a great guy. You know what? He's been vacation, so I couldn't do it. I'm sorry to say this, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but If you've gone on a certain kind of vacation, there's no hope for us. I can't. Oh, God. I don't want to go on no vacation. Not now. Not like that. Where's Richard? I don't know. Richard doesn't even know this channel. I have no idea if Richard even knows my channel's been blocked. Oh, it doesn't matter. You want to know why? Because it doesn't. That's why. It doesn't. The only thing that matters are people being harmed, and I've been greatly harmed. But I'm turning, firmly away from it, and I am concerned about other people being harmed, and I am concerned about Becky because you fuckers took her channel down, you silenced her, and I hope that she gets back up on another account and continues to track her evidence. That's what I hope. Oh, God, you weirdo. You're with Becky. You're weird. You're with Becky. You're weird. I don't give a fuck what you think. You think weird is people that do the right thing? You would. Because doing the right thing is impossible for you. Oh, you angry? What are you going to do? Fucking coward, keyboard gangster. Coward. Stand people like you. I knew you were one to avoid like the fucking plague. And I did sufficiently until I didn't. Because you could manipulate me. I had to come after me. Now, I've already said, but I'm not judging because obviously I've made my own mistakes. That I don't think that Becky was going about it in the most productive way for herself. And when you're putting a case together, a legal case, you do have to be really careful what you do. And I was careful as I could be in the mental state that I was in. But I never broke the law. And I didn't, even though I was constantly, either I or other people were capturing evidence, because God, I would get intuitive guidance. Go there now, because I never wanted to be around any of these people. I can't stand the sounds of their voices at all. So I don't go there. I'm not hanging. I'm not stalking. I don't want to be any part of it. You don't understand. I can't stand your fucking energy. You got caca energy. Do you not understand? I don't like caca energy. I don't want to be around it. I try to flee from you. Oh, but you don't want me to have no YouTube channel. My shitty little healing channel. We can't have it over here. No, we're not allowed. How's that working out for you? You know how much energy you've dumped into fucking with me? And I've ignored 90% of what you've done? Which was voluminous, and I addressed 10%, and it still sucked a lot of my fucking life force that I wish I hadn't wasted on you people. That would be my greatest regret. Wasting life force energy on scum of the earth. Yeah, I did the best I could. I didn't know what I know now. Hindsight is 2020. And I had a fucking, my vision was super vision. Mom and my sister too. We had eyes like, wow, we could fucking read signs that were a mile, 2 miles away, driving in the car on road trips. My parents would be shocked because we would play like, you have to like finish the alphabet, or there used to be a game, something about if you saw a VW bug, whoever saw the VW bug first got to punch the other person or something. What's it called? Buggy something. I'll look it up. It was a game kids would play. It was a road trip game. But anyway, if we were looking for letters on signs or things like that, so we were like scanning all the license plates, and then of course, you know, when signs are coming on the freeway, you can see it from quite some distance when it's coming, right? It's coming. The two of us, we're in a competition, so somebody has got to get to see that first, you know. And my parents were just like, "How the fuck do you guys see that shit? How can you see that?" I can hear my mom going, "Young eyes, young eyes." She was just about hitting 40, so her vision was going, because that's what they do. They programmed us. When you turn 40, your eyes are going to start going. When you turn 40, your eyes are going to start going. When you turn 40, why is everybody's eyes going to start? Come on, you've been programmed. That's a load of shit. How's everybody doing? I'm still here. I'm laughing. I don't give a fuck. If you don't think I'm funny, don't listen then. Why are you surveying me if you can't stand me? Like I said, I got no interest to talk about you at all. Not at all. Mm-mm. But I did report to the mental health facility that what you did, Lisa, and they have your name and they have the video as well. And I have said that it should be reported as elder abuse, and they're going to, because that's what you're doing. I'm certainly I don't feel old. I've been nauseous and my energy's been zapped, and we all know why that's going on. Anybody that fucking knows anything. I don't feel old. I want my vitality back, and I'm going to get it as much as I can. I'm not on the downward slope where all you can hope for is, you know, not further decline, you know, just plateauing and not continuing to decline. No, I am going to go up. I have to. I can't afford to be disabled. I cannot afford to be disabled, and I'm not going to the street. How does somebody work when they're sick like that? Got to hit a vape whenever the nausea hits. That's what happens. But I've been doing longer stints of not using it, so maybe the nausea is. I don't know. Nah, pretty much I'm nauseous all the time. So that's fun. Anyway, I've got some more jamming tunes ready to go. New Year's, obviously, my channel. You know, if I was on one of my other channels, I might pull some people over and have some fun. But because most people don't even know I'm here, I'm probably going to be hanging in other people's New Year's streams. So that's something to do already. Certainly not going to tell you where I'm going to be. But I don't, you know, New Year's, I don't go out on New Year's, and I haven't for years. I was working every New Year's, but we used to call it amateur night in AA. It's like too many people drinking. Nah, I don't want to be on the road. Nah, I'll stay home. Thanks. I don't need to be out that bad. I'd rather stay home with my man and have a nice meal and other things that are enjoyable, and go to bed whenever we want, but maybe at a reasonable hour, because we're sober people, or you know, most of the people I've been with were sober, or people that really they're not into like partying. Have a beer here and there, or a glass of wine, and that's no big deal. For others, for me, no, I can't have it ever. I've been with men that were drinking. I've been with people that were not sober. It's not a thing for me. I always said I would rather be with a sober person because we understand each other. You know, we have this. That's the thing. No matter where you go in the world, you can walk into an AA meeting and you have friends. It's like that. The problem has been since the last 2 years and then the illness. getting to those in-person things have been really difficult to do. But never alone. Never alone. In LA, every meeting I went to, I knew at least one person. So I know hundreds of people, if not thousands, that are like hi, maybe we don't even remember each other's names, but we know each other's faces because we've seen each other at meetings. And it's a very cool experience. If you're having a bad time, you could pull somebody aside and they will listen to what's going on with you. They'll offer solutions. They'll take you to coffee. They'll hang out. I mean, that's how it used to be. The world is changing and everything within it changes. So people are less caring, less available, less giving, less trustworthy, less trusting, and it's really sad to see how the world has devolved. This stuff being this cyber harassment, uh, literally bullying people to death or other horrible happens. That's only going to get worse. And interestingly enough, David Icke, I called him Ikey, but Richard said it's Ike, but I was told it was Ikey, but whatever it is. Some anonymous thing that I'm sub to, which I won't share it even though it's on there. They have 3 million subs. I won't share what they have. I would end up possibly being struck for it. But they have it up, and I believe they're most likely controlled opposition, but possibly not. I have no real knowledge of what that is, but I can promise you that I'd take a fucking strike if I put that on my channel. But he said exactly what I've been saying, that crypto was all to condition you to accept what they were going to bring later, and that they allowed that to exist. They would have crushed it. The power these people have, it served them. That's why they allowed it. And he articulated it almost exactly to the word is what I've been saying. So that it doesn't make me happy to be right, and I do think it's true. But I think it's quite interesting that someone like him, who is what he has to say, many millions of people listen to the guy. Again, I think he's controlled opposition, but he still puts out viable information. And he's saying what the Great Reset represents is the start of the Hunger Games, a new society which is based on the Hunger Games. And the other thing that I had just seen that I didn't understand this. I didn't realize. I knew it was serious, and I knew it's the sabotage and it's being allowed to happen. But these attacks on power stations, if they attack enough of those power stations, the whole fucking grid goes down. Did you know that? It's a fucking problem. And they've been threatening that the grid was going to go down for years. So we are in end stages of a lot of these plans coming down the pike right now. People want to run around like you're not in a world where this is happening. You are not prepared. I don't care how many guns you have and how smart you think you are. You are not prepared for what's coming. You spend every night doing what you do on YouTube. No, it's not possible. I'm not ready. I'm not ready enough, and I've been talking about this stuff since my channel was born out of harassment. I said I want to take my channel and use it for something of value. So I started talking about shit that I was concerned about, shit they don't want you talking about, like the gee whiz. That was one of the first things I went out and started reporting about. So, I also was very vocal about the thing disease and showing medical experts that are not part of the World Health Organization that since they're not part of the World Health Organization, you can't talk about what they're saying on YouTube because the only viable organization that you can quote is the WHO and the CDC. That's it. You think you live in a free country, society? You don't. What are you going to do when the fucking shit comes down the pike? I swear to you, you're going to have that flash moment where you're going to say, why the fuck was I doing that shit and not preparing my family for what was coming? You all will have that moment. Keep getting stoned out of your mind every day too. That's helpful. Not. Moderation. Anything other than moderation, when you're getting stoned out of your mind or fucked up every day, that's escapism, that's addiction, and that's being out of balance. That is a maladaptive coping mechanism. How do I know it? Because I did it myself. It's you're self-medicating. You're avoiding something. Okay, so you may want to take a look at that while you still have time to. I just want to be stoned out of my mind until they come down the road. Well, if that's what you want to do, you have children, don't you? They can take care of themselves. I need my time for myself. Okay. So, that thing earlier was so fucking awesome because in his own video he shows what a lying, deceitful piece of crap he is. Because he wanted the evidence that Becky doxed me. He wanted it. You already had it. What are you on? What are you on? God, that's I don't care how many big words you say. You're not that intelligent. Or you're just gacked out of your mind and have lost all common sense, operating in a psychosis that you think you're some special superhero, forgetting the human flaws that you have and some very serious fuck ups you've made that you've tried to cover up and only have made worse. So, are you recording me? No kisses. Mwah. Kisses. Raina sends kisses. No, Raina doesn't send kisses to you. This girl don't kiss on people like you. She don't want you. Raina, she's like, yeah. Raina has a meow and she goes, yeah, yeah. Come here. Come here. Let me hear that. Yeah. She literally goes, yeah, 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 yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but you did eat a lot today. A lot. A lot. Way too much. Most days they eat more than I do. No, it's true. You know it. It's true. You know it. Yeah. Okay, can you come over here, please? Because we got 4 people waiting. Something. All right. What do I got? What have I got here? We began with somebody get me a doctor. Van Halen 2, second album. Yeah. Mommy, that was Mommy's Love, David Lee Roth. That guy can scream in a falsetto, and it rings like a bell. He does, Raina. And I thought he was cute as heck. Yeah. He's still very talented, actually. He's a sellout, pretty much. That part sucks. Oh, I love you so much. It's gonna be okay. Don't you worry. It's gonna be okay. Yeah. Sorry, but cats come first. She's here. She's talking. She's holding on to me. She's sitting on my lap. She has a lot to say. Are you mad? Not mad. Are you happy? Yeah. How do you like living in an RV? She doesn't like it. It's too crowded. How do you feel living in the Ozarks in the middle of nowhere in an RV? Do you like it? She kind of likes it. We're lucky we didn't freeze in that storm. Yeah. I love you. Okay, sorry for that in your ear. I just gave her a real squeaky kiss, and I realized they have very sensitive hearing. Okay, Raina, I'm about to play a loud song. Okay, so that was Somebody Get Me a Doctor. And then we have Beautiful Girls. Now, I got another song from that album. It's a good album. It's not as good as the first album. First album, every single song is good. Second album, most of them are, but not all of them. Not for me. Whatever you think, you can have your own views and feelings about whatever you want. I guess. Certain things. There's right and wrong in the world. Okay. So I'd rather play, honestly, the original artist who did this song. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs ever. But you cannot play her music. She's another one that they block every time. So I could play it. They'll block it. I wonder if I should just play it and let them block it. No, we'll stick with the Van Halen because they never blocked us. So this is what you have to understand. You lovely people flagging me and trying to take my channels down over copywritten music. Why do you make the decision? The music publishers will block things they don't want you to play, but you have to report it because you're just a wonderful human being, right? That's to get when you play copywritten music. God, you're disgusting. The title definitely refers to you and your friends.
Simple and true. For someone like you, we can come back from the running to me. I wanna set you free. If you're good, no good, no good, baby, you're no good. If you're good, no good, no good, baby, you're no good. Yeah, I couldn't see that. Go on to what you want to.
That's also off Van Halen 2. Now I gotta look at something because I got a song pending. It wasn't on the first album. Wait a minute. I don't like when people make these videos and they don't. I have to go and look it up. Okay. Van Halen 2. Second studio album, released March 23rd, 1979. Peaked number 6 on the Billboard 200 and spawned the singles Dance the Night Away and Beautiful Girls. Oh, so Beautiful. Well, singles, but that doesn't. No, that does reflect that they were charting in some way. As of 2004, it has sold almost 6 million copies in the United States. Critical reaction to the album has been positive as well. The Rolling Stone album guide praising the feel-good party atmosphere of the songs. It was recorded at the Sunset Sound Recorders in Hollywood. The genre is hard rock heavy. It's considered hard rock heavy metal. That's as close to heavy metal as I would get. So first album, 1978. Second album, 1979. Third album, 1980. Women and Children First. So we're gonna have a look at. It says that many of the songs present on the demos recorded in 1976 by Gene Simmons and in 1977 by Ted Templeman, including an early version of Beautiful Girls and known as Bring On the Girls and Somebody Get Me a Doctor. So those songs were around for a while. The review, the Rolling Stone review, Timothy White wrote, scattered throughout Van Halen's second album are various vanilla fudge bumps and grinds, an Aerosmith-derived pseudo-bravado, and a bit of Bad Company basement funk, and even a few Humble Pie mini rave-ups. Adding the LP retains a numbing live feel. In a retrospective review, Stephen Thomas Erlewine from AllMusic rates Van Halen to 4 stars out of 5. He notes the album is virtually a carbon copy of their 1978 debut, though goes on to say it is lighter and funnier and some of the grandest hard rock ever made. Erlewine praises Eddie's phenomenal gift and Roth's knowing shuck and jive. Certified 5 times platinum in 2004. So on this album, You're No Good, I just played. Dance the Night Away, which I don't think I'm gonna play. Somebody Get Me a Doctor, I played. Uh, Bottoms Up, I'm probably not gonna play it. Out of Love Again, it's just not ringing my bell. Light Up the Sky, Spanish Fly, it's an instrumental. DOA, I I remember it's decent. Woman in Love, I kind of like it. It's basically about lesbians, um, or whatever. And then 10 Beautiful Girls. So now I want to look up Van Halen 1 radio tracks. Wikipedia needs money apparently. This album peaked at number 19 on the US Billboard 200. It has sold more than 10 million copies in the United States. One of the best-selling rock albums probably of all time, and it is a great album. It really is. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. Every basically, I think every song except for Atomic Punk. And that's still a great song, but I'm just telling you, for me, that would be one that I probably would forward on the cassette player. Yeah. It's just not one I would play a lot, but I mean, the songs on this album, I got one ready to go, but it's pretty incredible. I think this first album is I just love pretty much every song on it. One is a cover of a Kinks song. "Girl, You Really Got Me." "You Really Got Me" is the name of the song, not "Girl." No, that's not what it is. Alright, so I may wanna set up another song if I can play 2 songs in a row. That may be what I'm gonna do here. Hi, Shay, nice to see you. Just hanging out a bit. If you wanna come up and talk or anything, you're welcome to. Just let me know. Van Halen's magnificent 1978 self-titled debut album. Um, yeah, I mean, you gotta know that this album is huge. The photos for the album sleeve that introduced the band members to the to the big bad world, uh, beyond Southern California, because that's where they were. And I was very close to seeing them in a small venue. I'm so pissed that I didn't. It wasn't meant to be. So the photos were shot at the Whiskey A Go Go. The guitar on the album cover was one of Eddie's $200 specials, cobbled together from a pile of cheap guitars, what he called a Frankenstrap. The front pickup was just for show, to fill the hole. Only the rear bridge pickup was actually wired for sound because after all his hot rodding, Eddie couldn't figure out how to solder the switch back in place. After Van Halen's first world tour, Eddie added red paint to the white and black guitar and also had bike reflectors attached to the back to throw lights around the stage. Oh, so sometime in late 77 or early 1978, the band filmed 3 flashy lip sync videos for the album at the Whiskey A Go Go, hoping to capture the dazzle of their live show so the videotape could travel places they couldn't. Eruption, You Really Got Me, Run with the Devil, Jamie's Crying. Warner Brothers paid for the sessions in an effort to decide which song to promote as the first single. Running with the Devil is what they went with. Unless You Really Got Me, but it's a two-part song, but the radio stations didn't really play the entire song with the Eruption intro or lead-in. So videos were planned for release as a promotional set, but for unknown reasons, the set never materialized. So Eddie used to make his own guitars. I didn't know that. In the clip for You Really Got Me, Eddie wielded an Ibanez Destroyer he had crudely sawed some chunks out of to make a star shape, in the process ruining the guitar for actual music. Star shape is a problem. So You Really Got Me is Warner Brothers chose You Really Got Me to herald the coming of the new Colossus. So that's what launched them. Bummed that their first single would be a cover instead of an original, Eddie recalled playing a tape of the finished album for drummer Barry Brandt from the rival Sunset Strip act Angel, only to learn a week later that Angel were in the studio bashing out their own hard rock version of the Kinks song. Templeman and Warner Brothers scrambled to rush Van Halen's single into stores first. The song snuck up on a few rock radio stations and soon took hold nationally. The precision-tooled cover took Van Halen into the top 40 pop charts in the United States and the United Kingdom, a sort of American invasion. Eddie was at home when he heard the song on the radio for the first time at 2 a.m. He ran into his parents' bedroom and woke them up, shouting, "Mom, Dad, we're on the radio." So they were still living at home. How old were they? They were pretty amazing, I gotta say. I got to see them in concert. That was freaking awesome. The coolest part, I mean, the fact that I went by myself and I was only 16, which I think is just so brave and so fucking cool. And as insecure as I may have been at the time and how weak I may have felt, in actuality, as I know now, as I'm an incredibly strong person and built to withstand many things, and also to just I I don't wait for people to do things for my happiness. If people want to show up and do that, great. But I don't I don't rely on other people to create happiness for me. Unfortunately, I was, self-medicating and because of emotional pain. So that's all I'm going to read about that. It's kind of a lot. It's a really strange piece of artwork associated with it. Yeah, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole with like symbolism and other things that I could kind of decode and pick apart on this. I don't want to bum my own high. How are you doing? Shy. It's New Year's Eve where you are, right? Or that New Year you're gonna have it's New Year's Eve day where you are, right? And condolences on the people that passed away in your family. I'm sorry about that. I hope all else is well. And what's going on in your corrupt country? How they treating you down under? I come from a land down under. I think of Simon, that excuse for a human being. That sad excuse for a human being. Look, I understand, you were, damaged as a child, but Time to wake up. Stop being an abusive prick. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I tried that Vegemite crap. That shit's horrible. Are you going to hit the pub? That'll be fun. Probably in your country, they don't charge you an arm and a leg to get into places on New Year's. Like everything is tripled in price on New Year's. New Year's, ugh, especially in LA, New Year's is just so not happening. Like too many people, it's too expensive. Too many cops wanting to pull people over, for whatever. Because they got their quotas they got to meet. And for law enforcement, if you're listening, I have my right to my perception of things. And it really saddens me. And I'm not going to put the onus on the officers, but that they are not free to really do the job that maybe they think they signed up for. I'm just going to say, maybe that's the point. But to the officer I spoke to yesterday, if you're listening, I need an IR number, report number on that woman maliciously doxing where I lived. So I'll be getting an incident report number for that crime that was committed, that you perpetrated, Lisa Lake, and all your friends that promoted it. Gang stalking, harassing a vulnerable woman doesn't look good. Yes, I'm doing better. I'm still a vulnerable woman, and it doesn't look good. And get offline. Pretty sure the local is free entry, but the drinks are not cheap. $8.50 for a vodka and lemon. Wow, really? I don't know because I don't drink them, but I would think a drink would be at least that or maybe double that. But on New Year's, everything is more expensive. Like everything's like prefix, and the menus are always like usually $75 a head at the very least. So it's just it's a scene, and it's just not just wasn't something I wanted to. I don't feel comfortable being out on a night that is about a lot of drinking. I also don't go out on St. Patrick's. Like I avoid being out on holidays that copious amounts of alcohol are consumed. Like, no, I'll stay home. No, 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 no. I don't want to be out there with that. No. I was a, a menace behind the wheel of a car. I know what people do. I don't want to be around it, especially that can happen any day of the week, but certainly on holidays like that, it's just not worth it. Cops here want people to daub in conspiracy theory types, basically anyone who listens to Alex Jones or can think for themselves. So when you say daub in, does that mean arrest people? Oh, that's why they're giving the police some more power that they shouldn't have to just determine who's quote unquote mentally ill based on their visual observation. That is a load of shit. I'm getting out of here. Oh, Dr. Mengele, the fucking Jew killer. Get the fuck out, you fucking sicko. The most expensive part of my night will be cigarettes, $53.50. I can't even believe it. Dude, can't you get the loose stuff and roll it? This lunatic that wants to be at the evil doctor that experimented on babies and children has to keep coming in different because you're blocked. Oh, maybe not on this account. That person's not blocked. But you're a sick human being if you're not just an AI. Who are all these vile suicide trolls? You're one of them if you're the original doctor that's trolled me before. Yayo Mama, absolutely. I have a screenshot of him asking tag. So Malibu hasn't off herself yet? Like, what's the problem here? Your friend Yayo Mama also said I need to be gassed because my people killed people's people. She killed your people. That was what Ghost was allowing. Ghost on the penis. She killed your people. She killed your people. Yeah, he's a suicide troll. Hell out. Rat out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that person's crazy, blah, 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 because they listen to conspiracy theory. No, it's a conspiracy and it's real. It's no theory, okay? That's what David Icke, have to give him credit. He said that. So I will show you the video and I'll drop the link for it. That I would encourage people to go take a look at. And I'd love to know your thoughts because we don't have a First Amendment. Don't kid yourself. There is no First Amendment. I'll show you the site. Why isn't it coming up as a suggestion? I know I'm subbed to them because how else would I have seen it? Here it is. Anonymous Official. Okay, so it's Anonymous Official. Hold on, let me get to it. So let me show you this. Okay, I'm gonna be really careful moving my chair around because the cats. This chair is really heavy, and I've almost put it on my foot before. Okay, so can't play it. This is the video. Let me give you the link. And in fact, go take it, watch it on 2x2. Come back and we can talk about it. So there's the link. So let me come back and show you about this. So 2 minutes ago, which was 7 hours ago, it's had 40,000 views. They have 3,071,000 subscribers. That's a lot of subs. It would be interesting to do. Go look, see how long they've been on here. And now the thing is that anonymous thing draws a lot of people. So why don't I just change my site name to Anonymous and see what happens? They have been on here since January 24th, 2012. The purpose of this channel is to help more people get prepared for what is happening in the world. There's an email address here. I don't care. I don't need it. Like I said, if I played this video, I have a feeling that something would happen. So what this is saying is true. Whenever they start talking about the deep state, it ventures into that Q land. Not that that deep state thing isn't a thing, but I don't know. I think it's the shadow. I would call it the shadow government versus this terminology to me smacks of that Q thing. So let's go back to the video that we can't play. This looks rather frightening. The black-eyed people. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that. I don't watch this stuff at night. We have 8 days We look at what's being said. We have 8 days. That was 2 days ago. So I'm going to watch that. Uh, this, look at what it says. We won't survive 2023. Does that concern you? Pretty scary. David Icke looks like his forehead is shape shifting. But he still gives good information. He's probably one of these. He's part of it, I would say, but still puts out good info. This I will watch tomorrow morning. I'm not going to watch it tonight. There's nothing I can do about it tonight. But apparently, we only have tomorrow. We'll only have 5 days to prepare for something that's coming. So yeah. So they put out a lot of things. America, you wish you watched this before next year. So Elon wants this video taken down, 70,000 views. But again, and the only way we could do it is we'd have to test it and play it and see if I take a strike. But I don't want all of my channels to go down, which is they're all linked together. They are silencing me from speaking the truth. More David Icke. So this person does a lot with David Icke, promoting of David Icke's philosophies and knowing what he knows, the knowing. 2 minutes ago, Elon Musk just shared a terrifying message. You got Nicole Kidman eating bugs. Her father committed suicide. He was close on being arrested for child trafficking or pedophilia, child trafficking. So that's kind of a scary thing. You may want to watch this video right away. Well, they certainly know how to title videos. Yes, they do. Everyone must know this before it's deleted. 10 days ago, 84,000 views. But I think they are allowed to speak on this shit. And when you're speaking truth, to maintain a channel since 2012 with that many subscribers, if we had other people here to discuss it, I'm sure they would weigh in on their feelings about it. Regardless, I think some of the information is good. They do ride from a fear pornography position. They do generate a lot of fear by what they're putting out, but what's coming is scary. So it would be great to have other people here to talk about this with, but not tonight. He's laughing so hard because he thinks suicide trolling is funny. Okay, go look at the pictures of the faces of people that have died, and then they go laugh in the faces of their family members. A beautiful woman with a little boy who killed herself. Go laugh in the face of her orphaned child. Okay, you're a sicko. But yeah, it's getting interesting with what you can and can't think. That's right. Thought control, mind control, and so I guess happy fucking New Year. Hey Doc, are you the same Doc in Wyon? There's more than one Dr. Mengele running around. So, but you're the second person to mention. Oh no, you were the one that's saying that that's mostly where you hang out. Is that on YouTube? So we'll have 6 days, actually 5, to prepare for whatever's happening over there. So I'm glad I had a look at it. I can't believe that the soft-cocked police force want people to rat out people like me. It's fucking bonkers. I should dob myself in to see what happens. No, don't. Please don't do that. No, but it's coming to that. I was talking to some people in the bank today. And I said, there's a high probability they're going to roll up on me and fucking lock me up as a Looney Tune trying to start the revolution. Just because I'm talking to people about what they're putting in the news, the Council on Foreign Relations, Klaus Schwab, and the Great Reset. But they'll say, "Oh, she's crazy, she's crazy," but it's in the news. These people are in the news on the world stage. But if I talk about it, I'm crazy. See, this is how they set it up. And that's how you can't get the word out. And truth is stranger than fiction. They told you that. They made that saying. They made that saying. It's hiding in plain sight. Truth is stranger than fiction. That's right. And that's how they design it. So that people like me who question these narratives, who speak out about it, are deemed crazy. Like what Lisa Lake wants me involuntarily committed with her friend Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones says, "Well, have you thought of having her blue papered, Lisa?" To which Lisa says, "Oh, a great idea. Oh, yes, great idea. Look into that. Oh, blue papering her? That's what you sound like. Fucking sick. Man, you're sick. Yeah, it's an Indian-based news channel. World is one news. Yeah, but do you think you can trust India? Do you know how corrupt fucking India is? Do you know how deep in bed they are with the British? Regardless of how history turned, and they had to change their policies after with Gandhi and all that shit. Doesn't mean that they didn't retain power there. They just rewrite the script because they have to do it a different way. India, the caste system, India and the elites of India are some of the most evil motherfuckers ever to grace this earth. And interesting enough that Siddhartha Gautama Buddha was born into royalty. And what's interesting, there's a lot of people are talking about the giant thing lately. The men of renown. Think about Buddha, probably a giant. The happy Buddha. But then you see all those representations of Buddha in Asian countries, and they are huge. And there is a possibility they are telling you about the scale of these people. Men of renown, giants that roam the earth. And every culture, ancient culture, has record of it. So you think it's not true? The government would say, "You're spreading fake news and misinformation." I mean, see, the thing is, the illusion is that you still have your First Amendment right. You don't. Second goes soon. You go down all of the amendments. You can look at all the executive orders that have been signed over the last 30 years. The 10 planks of communism. It's pretty easy to deduce what's going on. And there's no more time to deny it. You either are going to wake the fuck up and make a plan, or you're going to be plowed asunder. That's what's going to happen. Oh my God, she needs to be blue papered. God, you are sick. Trying to warn people. And the two guys I spoke to at the bank, they weren't hip to everything. They're like, yeah, that all sounds like what's going on. So the good news is that there are many people that, even though they don't want to see it and they don't want to know, they know that it's most likely true. It's so sad, especially when you're looking at the faces of people, young people in their 20s, and look at the future that they're facing. I mean, could you imagine coming up at a time where so bleak the future for humanity? I mean, at least, we had the fantasy that life about the American dream still. But that was pretty much ended in the 1980s. Reaganomics, Maggie Thatcher. But I'm just some weird person. No, I like to talk about what's going on in the world. That is accurate. Yeah, well, I'd have to give you that. So you're aware of that. So maybe you could throw in some truth about that bullshit. Because by the way, your friend Yaya Mama knows as well that she's an e-beggar and a lying piece of crap. Doo doo. Seems to me like you do too. You get it. Yes, Penny. You're a plate of doo doo. That's how I see you. Like, your friend took a shit on a on a platter, and then her friend showed it to everybody. That's YouTube for you. Like I said, gentlemen, keep your dicks in your pants. You've got some very wily critters, women online, just waiting to put you in a compromised position and get you under their control. And then if you don't do what they want, they'll file a restraining order on you, apparently, and allegedly. Okay, I have a song. We got to do the song. Rain is back asking for more food, which she can't have. She's like she's overweight. Raina, baby girl. Ah! Maybe you ate already. Okay, so this cat. What I did was okay. Back it up. Okay, I'm giving in to your request. Let me get to it, please. Wait. I don't know why you're so hungry. I'm gonna have to go to bed. Wait, okay. Somebody give me a doctor. Somebody give me a doctor. I didn't know which. It was hard to choose which song to start with because "You're No Good" would have been great. And the intro to that's very cool. I guess it's a guitar. There's a no. It's like there's this sound. It's it's got to be Eddie on the electric guitar. It's like dee 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 dee. And the drums are just like boom 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 boom. Oh God, it's good. It is. It's a great take on the song. It's completely different. So I think, yeah, if you're gonna do a cover, like almost have to make it like a different song, sort of, to justify making a cover of a song like that was so brilliant. But they made it heavy metal or hard rock. Let love rule. Okay, good. So maybe you're having a change of heart because we are facing the apocalypse, and none of us are going to be immune for what they're bringing. It would be better if we can all find a place of knowing, that we're not in a world where, and also because with this Nasara Jasara stuff, they could come after you for that. Now, I don't necessarily agree with somebody wants to call themselves that, that would fall under the First Amendment, that they have a right if they want to do that. I think what it speaks to is some of the most heinous shit ever. And you may want to reconsider riding around in that energy, because you are attached to the energy of that man by defining yourself with his name. And he's one of the most evil people that ever walked the earth, poking out children's eyeballs, babies' eyeballs. Now understand, everything's energy. Think about it. Think about it. You may not want to think about going into the new year and blanketing yourself with a different message, a different energy. And see if you have a different experience, more meaningful experience in life. Just a suggestion. But as I said, I'm not here to fight with people. I'm not here to tell people how to behave. Everybody can do what they want, right? Until you're not going to be able to do shit anymore. But in any case, and you will get what you get, and I'll get what I get, and everybody will get what they get, I guess, if there isn't anything like true justice. Perhaps not in this world, but when you leave this body, leave this realm. Oh my God, Kinnigan. He showed Carl Schwab. I keep calling him Carl. Klaus Schwab shape-shifting. Oh my God. And you can see, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We live in a science fiction horror movie.
She saw the movie in his eyes. She knew better. He wanted her today. And there was now and never. He made her feel so sad. Oh, Jamie's crying. Oh, Jamie's crying. Now Jamie wouldn't say alright. She knew he'd forget her. So they said good night. Oh, and now he's gone forever. She wants to send him a letter. Yeah. Until she tried to make herself feel better. Said, give me said, give it all some time, but she knows what that'll get her. Oh, TV's crying. TV's crying. TV's crying.
I gotta say, Alex, I don't know because I never focused on the drummer in Van Halen. I wasn't even I had a great appreciation for Eddie Van Halen playing guitar playing, but I was fixated on David Lee Roth. But when I was just listening to that, I was listening. I could, as I told you, sometimes with my ear, certain instruments are more accentuated, and yeah, it's a very tight band, very talented, very talented. My cat just took a shit, and I have to go deal with it. Hope the pub ain't packed. Now, I just noticed that I'm not getting all the messages in here. Did Dr. Mengele remove his comments? Because on the YouTube side, there's no, so not all the comments are showing. So this is important that I see this. This is what has happened in the past. Holy moly, that smells. Where are you, Lena? Are you okay? God, there's no, I don't know if it's the food that makes it smell so horrible, but it's just, for God's sakes. 7 thumbs up? That's awesome. Thank you. So why is Dr. Mengele not showing on the YouTube side? Did he take his it seems balanced, not all doom and gloom. Hope the pub ain't packed in 4 hours. Well, that's good if it's balanced. I'm just telling you that that's a very corrupt country, in my view. Somebody was talking about saying horrible things about another human being and said, you should be treated like the untouchables in India. That is one of the most disgusting fucking abuses of power, what they've done to those untouchables. They're just poor people. They don't deserve that. And you think wishing that on other people is a good idea? It's not. Oh my God, I can't take the smell anymore. Oh, I didn't. Important newa, that's news. It's not spelled correctly, but I'm in the, I would have to change accounts. I'm just not in the mood right now. I think I'm gonna take another break, but I gotta go scoop the box. So what do you want to hear? Let me play a song for you. You like Insane Clown Posse. But I don't want anything too like, I mean, I know I've been playing Van Halen, but nothing too more rough than that. You have to tell me what song. Oh no, but now I can't read. Oh, Insane in the Brain. We got to play that. Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. Oh, what a great song. That song is so awesome. Oh, Thrift Store. We got to hear Thrift Store. Okay, I'm going in another direction now. Thrift Store. I've been wanting to hear that. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm going to throw up from the smell. thrift store, Macklemore. What? That's oh, it's a great song. It's so funny. It says about he should have washed something. It smells like R. Kelly's sheets. I mean, it is it's a really good song, I think. And the music's like it's so good. Hey Macklemore, can we go thrift shopping? What? So funny, I love it. Kevin Bloody Wilson, local. Okay, you got it. I'm about to faint. Kevin Bloody Wilson. Local. I got it. Oh, good. See, I remembered. Ah! God, sometimes the memory is like, it's there. Yeah, they're fucking with our brains. That's what's going on. The kid, he swears a little bit. That one looks funny. We might have to play that one too. Okay, but I can't go until I load this a bit. So. What, what, what? Copping it, washing it, about to go get bummy and grungy fucking man. I'm a stunting and flossing and saving my money, and I'm hella happy. I'm gonna take your grandpa's style. I'm gonna take your grandpa's style. No, for real. Dookie Brown left. They had a broken keyboard. I brought a broken keyboard. I bought a skeet blanket. You know what that means? A skeet blanket. Will you write it in the chat so I don't have to say it so people can use it against me? What does a skeet blanket mean to you? I think I know what it means. I think I do. We're loading Kevin Bloody Wilson, so let me come back to you. Let's see if you can tell me what a skeet blanket is. You're not saying. What's a skeet blanket? Come on. You can Google it if you want. The only reason I know about that skeet is from a Lil Wayne song, I think. I think Arthur is actually what told me what that was. Maybe. Or in the song that Lil Wayne talks about it, it's very obvious what that means. Or I think it's Lil Wayne that has a song that talks about skeet. Hey, did you see Dr. Mangala commenting? Anyway, that right there shows you how much improvement I've made. Because in the past, that I would address that person with a lot of angry energy. And it's just simply not the way. It's not the way. Two wrongs don't make a right. And the sick person's prayer. And everybody is at different states. They're at different points in their path of consciousness. And I wasn't always as conscious as I am now. And I will be in the future more conscious than I am now. So it is about, non-judgment and love and forgiveness and patience, love and understanding, and reaching people with love, because you're not going to reach people with anger. The people, especially the ones you're wanting to reach, how are you going to reach them if you're yelling at them? They're just going to feel justified in their position. So this is a whole this is when you can see a psychic change happening. This is how you can see a step up in an ascension process. When you can start letting go of that ego-based stuff, because it is an ego fighting for itself. It's also, somebody that didn't have a voice, that was bullied, trying to stand up for themselves. There's a lot of things going on there, but also knowing, having friends and family that were definitely murdered in the Holocaust. So if if you if if you are against divide and conquer, you have to learn how to deal with people like that and not divide even from them, because there could be hope for that person. You know, and that's why I don't hate. I don't hate any of these people, although I hate some of the things that they've done, because innocent people are not on the planet anymore. The trolling, to the extent that it goes, it's vile. And what you're doing is, and I said this from the beginning, you people are the ones that are bringing in censorship, because you attack people like me, and people that get hurt and harmed, they scream for help, and then these fuckers can push through their agenda. And that's another thing David Icke talks about in that video. So he said, the one thing he said, which I don't think is true, is he said he coined problem, reaction, solution. I thought that came from Albert Pike. Or David Icke claims that he coined that problem, reaction, solution. I don't know, but he talked about that. They create the problem so that people scream for reform, and they can drive in their agenda. That's essentially what he said. So that's why many of these people get paid to do this, to attack people, because the ultimate agenda is censorship. But they blame people like me, people that have been victimized, for blaming us that we're the fault, when they are the ones creating it. But David Icke just affirmed a bunch of shit I've been saying for freaking years. Oracle, that's my archetype.
I just got in from the local. I had to try the local brew. And I run into the local gossip, and I learned a thing or two about you local yokels and what you get up to. And he read me your pedigrees, and I'll read them back to you. He said the local chefs are puffed up, the local docs are drunk, the local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are... What did I say? The local cops are cunt. The local bear's a fucking dickhead. His wife's the local snob. The local bank manager's a fucking wanker, and so's the local cop. The local Sparky's a fucking cowboy. Local plumber's making a mint. The local undertaker's a fucking weirdo, and the local lawyer's full of shit. And the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are... What did I say? The local cops are cunt. The local bookie's a shonky bastard. Local race is fucking rigged. Local publican ought to be fucking hard for watering down the piss. The local polly's a fucking gin jockey. And here's something else I know. The local cricket team ain't worth fucking shit. The local footy team's a fucking joke. And the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are. What did I say? The local cops are cunt. The local butcher's full of blowflies. Local dogs are full of fleas. Local barber's a fucking butcher. Local kids are fucking thieves. Local car yards a fucking rip-off. And so's the local show. And the local cops are dead set cunt. But I mentioned that a minute ago. When I said the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local chefs are puffed up. The local docs are drunk. The local priest likes little boys' bums, and the local cops are cunt. I said the local cops are. What did I say? The local cops are cunt. Big finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. The local cops are cunt.
The local cops and cunts. Yeah, you said something about somebody with a gin swizzler or something. I was laughing in the other room. Hold on a second. The local cops and cunts. My local cop, or where I was like, that person's not local to me, but the cop said to me, he was supposed to give me an incident report. And I was like, whatever. We all know that they aren't here for us. Those people, that they're not here for us. And that will become more and more apparent as time goes on. They are putting all this power into their hands. People like Lisa think it's funny to threaten swatting somebody and have their face kicking in with that imagery. You don't get it. In a court of law, that's a threat. That is you trying to frighten me with that fucking imagery. In a court of law, you are so fucked. It's not even funny. And that's where I hope to see you one day in a court of law. But you know what? Even if I don't, you're going to have a really miserable end because of the horrible things you've done. And that's just what you created for yourself. So, unfortunately, nothing I can do about you. You're a sicko. You're moaning. You sound like you're having an orgasm when I'm talking about homeless, disabled people. She's literally doing this. She's doing some weird thing through her nose. My nose is a little stuffy. Oh my god. Holy shite, man. What the fuck is that? I was talking to some guy about, like, what would you think if some chick was like making those noises in bed? I think he said he had somebody that sounded that way and he thought they were weird. So who's weird? Oh, she said I was weird. Oh, she's so intelligent. She's sorry on whatever. Everything. Another one that's going to be a really unfortunate ending. And I'm not threatening them. I'm telling you, the universe, what's coming? You're alive in this time. You will meet your karma right here. It's going to happen. Whatever you put out in the spiritual battle, you are going to pay. And guess what? It's not people like me coming to you. It's the demonic, the demons coming. They're going to gobble your soul. So I don't know. It may be too late, but if I were you, I would start turning towards the right God and doing the right thing while you may still have a chance. But I don't hold out any hope that you will, but a good idea. Although some of these things, because I can't get into it. I saw a documentary on Anasazi Indians. I'll tell you a little about it. It's fucking scary, scary shit. I don't know. Tell me if you don't want to hear it tonight because it's late. I don't want to tell. I'm not going to tell you tonight because it's too scary. It's too scary for me. I don't want to think about that. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to give me a second. My cat is. She threw up. Rita, what happened? When did you throw up after the second meal that you didn't eat? Because I don't know when you threw up. I didn't even hear it. Well, I have to give my cat some water. She threw up. And if you ever have that, try and get them to take a little bit of water. Don't. You gotta be careful. You don't want aspiration. You know, you don't force shit, especially liquid. Just very gently, but I try and like rinse her mouth out when she's been sick because I just think about it when you get sick. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. We just have a little bit of this, please. It's just a little water. I need a second to deal with this. One second. Sorry about that, but deal with that. Oh, God. And you haven't said anything since Kevin Wilson? Or it's not. Why is it not showing over here? Ew. Laughing. What was ew? Laughing and accurate. God, my back was not really hurting me much today, but now it's starting to go that way. We're at 2 hours anyway, so I might have to say sayonara soon. It's really the high cost of veterinary care is a real problem. I'm gonna have to start making calls on Monday to try and find some low cost alternative because she's gonna need extensive testing. It's gonna cost a lot of money. I mean, I see it's gonna cost about $1,000. So the people that are judging me that I'm not taking care of my animal, you do understand I'm on limited income and there's no money even for food once my rent and my storage is paid. Do you know that? There's no affordable housing. Do you not know what's going on? It's just unbelievable. Sit in your ivory fucking tower. Sit in your glass house, shining stones. That's like Cosette talking about my animals. You need to shut that decrepit mouth of yours. And you better go to rehab. Because one of the things they're going to do is you're not going to be able to get the medications that you like to indulge in. Now, I know you have a medical condition that necessitates you having to take medication. And for that, I don't judge like your friend Lisa. But I'm quite sure you're abusing your medication. That's what it looks like. I've seen you nod out on camera. I've seen you slurring. I told you my sister used to chew her pills. I know exactly what it looks like and what it sounds like. That's exactly what you look like and sound like. So understand, as time goes forward, you're not going to be able to access shit so easily. So you better start weaning down off of stuff to the extent that you can. I know you're in pain. Find some alternative resources and get it in bulk. Like look into kratom. Ask your doctor. Look into kratom, and you better have bulk on hand because you may hit a point you're not going to be able to get shit. So anyone in that situation, you better start thinking about this. Now I always have a backlog of everything because I don't use a lot of it. And when shit goes down, I'll be fine. I've prepped for that already. I don't have to try because, like I said, I don't abuse shit. So I always got my what I need in case of emergency would last at least a month, at least. But next week I will be completely prepared to the extent that I can be in the situation I'm in. My money will be diversified. Everything will be in order, and I can alleviate as much stress as possible moving into this hell that they're bringing. And that's what I'm doing. So that's for anybody out there. Uh, Hope for the best, but you do have to prepare for the worst. Yes, you do. All they're trying to they're, these attacks on the power stations. Enough attacks will take the grid down. Do you understand what's coming? If you believe the bullshit that you shill for different governments, okay? Are you brainwashed? Yes, you are. Do you think you shill your way out of this mess? No, you can't. God, especially troubling in people that have children. Want to continue to pull this kind of crap in the world. No, no, no quiero. No, no, no quiero. And I got a 4 again. I got 4 again, and I sure like those 4s. I don't know about what it means to anyone, only what it means to me. Don't try to say I'm this or that because I like the number 4. I have no idea what it means to other people. There were 4s all around my mother when she passed away. So it's a thing I have with my mom. Oh, 4 is an evil number. Your mother was evil. No, it isn't. No, it's not. No, it isn't. Just get the heck out, all right? That crap. It has the meaning associated with it by them, for them. Doesn't mean that doesn't apply to me. These uh, children of the fallen, which is what that Anastasia shit's about. Oh my god, I can't eat. Oh, wait, I need some aromatherapy. I'm starting to have a panic attack. Oh, somebody left because I was having a 4 and they didn't want me to be happy. So now I only have 3, but I'm still happy. Plus, I have Shay here. I haven't seen Shay in like forever. See, for me, I get to hang out with somebody I consider a friend he's in Australia, and I may never ever meet him, and he's not been around a lot lately. So for me, I get to be with him. It makes me happy. I'm not hard to please, but I am somewhat. I'm not hard to please. Okay? But if I'm not cherished and honored, if I don't feel cared about, red flags keep popping up. You've lost your chance and you're not even aware of it yet. Because now I give way too much to be with people that don't step up. No, I give way too much. Not in this time. No, 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 no. I'll get your 6 like nobody's business, up one side, down the other. But not if you look like somebody that's not reliable. I'm not going to put my ass out on line for people that aren't going to get my back properly. I'm gonna get your fucking back. I'm not going to take crumbs. I will get your back. Nobody's fucking business. Get your back. I'll get your children's back. I'll get your ex-wife's back. I'll get your whole fucking family's back, and I don't want anything from you. It doesn't even have to be a romantic relationship. If I'm your friend, I will get your fucking back. You were lucky to have the opportunity to fucking know me. If you blew it, your loss, not mine. You're gonna like the fire. You're gonna like the fire. I don't remember all the words to like fire song. You're not gonna burn like fire. The evil one. God, I can't even think of that Klaus Schwab thing I saw on Kninnigans channel. And in fact, I'll drop the link because he needs support. The guy is hurting financially. And, if you can, if you like the guy, I like his content. Yeah, throw him $5 or something. He needs help. He's got a cat that's not well. He needs, you know, if anybody that can help, please do. I think he puts out some very interesting ideas, and it's more than that. I mean, that's been his like life's research is about this reptilian shit. The guy knows what he's talking about. He caught Carl Schwab. I know it's not Carl. Klaus Schwab liquefying. Just to show you the picture freaks me out. It's freaky. I gotta show it to you. Damn it. So I wrote a song called You're Gonna Burn in the Lake of Fire, in case you weren't aware. I wrote that at one of my worst moments. But my comedic shit was fucking off the charts, man. It was so funny. Okay. Funny Kninigan, that's his name. Kninigan. I was subbed him for a long time, and I maybe it's because it was my original channel, and I lost track of a lot of people. Kninigan, where's Kninigan? Okay, hold on. Kninigan. He's in Philly. Because I had a very sweet client that was from Philly, and she died last year. So I have a soft spot for Philadelphia because of her. Kninigan Zinuru. Okay, look at this. Oh my god. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Why do you keep bringing me this shit? I don't want to know that. Oh, holy for goodness sakes. So we're not going to watch it because I want people to don't give him the views. Because I'm not here for clicks and views, you dumb freaking rack out there. So this is it. Now, the thing that I would like, look at how black his lips are. But I would have liked to see the original footage because just a still shot of it doesn't, I need to see more. I need to see as it's happening. But what they say is that these beings, they have mated with humans, but they don't have enough human DNA to hold the human form or something, and so they can't hold that. That's why they call them shapeshifters. So, you know.
Good morning, Babylon. Listen.
He's so funny. We'll just listen to a little bit of what he said. Please go watch it over there.
I don't mean to be mean, but I'm not going to say it again. Listen, my reptilian research has not changed in 10 years. It's been the same story I've been telling over and over, starting with the Anunnaki and Babylon. And now one of my subs is accusing me of being a puppet of Satan. I don't, look, please.
He's getting attacked. What is... You gotta have thick skin to be on this platform, man. What if his son was accusing him of being something of Satan? He's trying to expose evil. What are you talking about? Holy crap, this world is out of control, man. What the heck is going on? And look, I'm here and I'm going to fulfill the mission. But I would just like to say that I must be really confident that I wanted to come here in this time and go through this load of shit right before going through that load of shit on social media, being attacked, rolling right into the end of the world. You know? But, I am descended from warriors. And that's why when you know who needed a name, the first thing that came to me was that word, which was corrupted by her for all these years. And I'm glad she doesn't use that name to refer to herself any longer, because it really destroyed it for me. But now I've reclaimed the word warrior, and I feel really good about it. Warriors come out to play. I was in love with that guy. See that lead in that movie? What was his name? Michael Beck. Michael Beck? Is his name Michael Beck? Yes. Super. Yeah. And older than me. And I've always been attracted to older men, you weirdos. Not like not daddy age, but just about 7 years was I like guys got that much older. That's just how it always worked out. They always ended up being in that age range. But not anymore. Now it's like usually younger guys that are interested in it. Because they want to hit it and quit it. No, I don't know. Some of them do. Some of them may desire more than that. I got 5 now. Oh, Mr. Jones is here. Well, you know what? I'm spreading the love, so you can hang out. Just try not to be an asshole. Okay? I'm in a new paradigm. If you guys want to stay doing what you've been doing, I'm just trying to advise you. This is not a good idea. Don't you see it? I mean, if that Mr. Jones is the original Mr. Jones, you have a lot of wisdom. Use it for good. Come on. There's no more eating popcorn, dude. We are lit. I mean, the 4 horses of the fucking apocalypse are gonna arrive soon. Come on. And you did have wisdom to share and to help people. Why wouldn't you want to do that? I don't know. I just don't understand it. But again, as I said, we are all at different stages of our development. And at the end of the day, in my world and the way I've lived, the way I lived before all this shit happened, judging what people are doing that's not my business. That's on other people. They have to live with the choices they make. I had no interest in pointing fingers in people's faces and telling them about themselves. But because of all this madness that went on, that's where it went. Also, you acted like a friend, but then it turned out that you were really biased in the situation, and that's what was really kind of the clincher for me. But not here to fight with people, make shit out of people. Um, I want to try and help people so that they don't seal their own fate in some disastrous way at all possible to avert that. Which I am going to bring the hidden hand. I mean, I was going to start reading it. I'm going to drop it just as parts to it, and I'm not going to do it live because it's too distracting when I'm live if I'm reading. But I'm gonna read to you about what this guy says, and you really have to think about it. And if you think about it, it's quite frightening that we everyone will make their choice to go to hell based on where you resonate for the majority of your time. Are you in the positive or the negative? Because if you're not at least in the 52% positive most of the time, he says your soul's going to be called. That's what this guy says. That's supposedly an insider. Now, it could be a hoax, but the preeminent guy on it says it isn't. Why would you even, if there was only a 1% chance that that's true? I don't take those odds. That's like Russian roulette. 1% chance that I'm gonna hit that chamber that has the bullet in it. I'm not taking that risk. Those aren't. I don't like those odds. I don't like those odds. 1%, still a chance. I don't like those odds. Oh, that reminds me. I want to show you about my pole. Look at this. Not the pole I do my pole dancings on. Oh, she's such a pervert. Okay, we need to get to my pole. Look at this. This is kind of a bit of a shocking commentary on the world we're living in. It's sad. Come on. Why are you taking so long? Let's see. I'm just praying that that thing is shifted in the direction of something better. And we're 50-50 on that. It's pretty an unfortunate commentary. Look, it's gone down. It's changed. 56% of the people say the vulnerable should be bullied. That's the world you're living in. You want to contribute to that shit? Are people complicit that turn a blind eye? It was 50-50 about an hour ago. Now it's more people believe that bullying of vulnerable people should be allowed. That is not a world that I'm going to be comfortable living in. And I'm quite sure that the people that I'll be with would not agree. I won't surround myself with people like that. So we'll see how that ebbs and flows. And you do have a lot of people in sock accounts that are gonna select that, but you have to understand, when you make that choice, you are dancing in the negative and the darkness. So every act that you take, you are building your own case for what's coming for you. You are creating what you're gonna get. Now, you can believe or disbelieve, but the reality is clear. You cannot be a conscious being and not know that. So then, if you're playing like you don't know that, there's something suspicious about you, unfortunately, because you work for the wrong side of things. Whether you're an independent person or you are working for someone, you are still working for the wrong side of things. I'm not going to contribute to that anymore. Because it's the vibration. It doesn't matter that I'm the one under attack, and so I'm responding in this way because because how it's affecting me. Because I can have the consciousness to know that I'm defaulting to the negative, and I'm going to the negative. I'm going in there with you people, and I'm going in and I'm going in there. I am going in there. So when you're not conscious, you don't know. But when you're conscious and aware, one won't want to make that decision. It's not smart. I'm not going to do it. I'll read you the hidden hand thing. After that, if you're not convinced, I don't know what would convince you that to be vibrating in that ugliness is going to not be a good thing for anybody. So you can do what you want to do. What you saying? It's just not the same. Laugh out loud, Doc. Stop gang stalking suicide trolls like Lisa. He's just hashtagging what I've had as my as my banner. He also said, "Let love rule." You're just speaking. You're speaking the truth. Look at this ticker. YouTube, the toxic waste dump that allows suicide trolling, which is against their terms of service. But I didn't hashtag it. kind of too many words to hashtag. I do really obnoxious long hashtags purposely because I think it's funny. I liked when I didn't hashtag it, or I might have hashtagged. Um, I can't think of anything clever to put here right now. Laugh my ass off. I find that funny. So, for those of you that have children, especially, you know, you have to think about the energy you're contributing into the world that you're leaving for them, and I just believe that this is how people should be thinking about life now. We are in very serious times, and you cannot dispute that because you're not stupid, Mr. Jones. Whatever, Mr. Jones. Is this the real Mr. Jones? I don't know. There's lots of different accounts running around. When I said that I named something Mr. Jones, I didn't have a sock named Mr. Jones. I didn't do that. It was my email that I made Mr. Jones. I never ran around in a sock impersonating that person. On the eternal condemnation of myself and mine, I didn't. I didn't do that. I was not in an account pretending to be Mr. Jones. No, that I would never. I wouldn't do that. Um, I don't impersonate people on sock accounts. No, I've never done it. I don't clone people. Nope, never done it. I don't play dirty. I'm not about it. I'm just glad that I got to where I got to with it all, you know. And so, you know, it's just about not creating things one has to make amends for. Just keeping my side of the street clean and staying out of it. But anybody out there that pushes it too far, talking shit and lying about me, there's a very good chance I will come out and expose it. Even if I say I'm leaving, I get wind of it, it'll be on my community tab. Because I will continue to expose your fucking lies if you keep lying. So you're not going to actually be off the hook if I leave. Just because I stop my live streams, I won't live stream anymore. And I'm going to probably periodically drop some information that I think is valuable. And as I said, if I feel someone's going too far, I'll step out of retirement and I'll blast your ass because I'm not going to sit there and watch this shit going on because it's not just happening to me and it's wrong. And like I said before, if it was being done to your autistic child or your child or your grandmother or your mom or any of your family members, how would you like it? It's just a question. It's not a threat like some idiot says it's a threat. It's not a threat. It's a rhetorical question. If you don't want that kind of shit in your life or in the world, don't contribute to it. Okay? So these guys, they used to hang out, the real ones, and pretended to be friends for at least a year. And then they all turned. Now I will say that part of the reason why Jones turned is because I called him out because I knew he was biased for Renee. And then he took a firm position against me and started talking all kinds of shit. But prior to that, we had streams where we were laughing and having fun, and you cannot deny that you did not have fun on my channel. But then the truth came out about how what you people really think. And it really came out. And Yaya Mama is a genocidal maniac, thinking that all Jews should die. And because you like him, I would venture to say you agree. So is that true, Mr. Jones? Are you a Jew hater as well? We know Mengele is. I was talking to somebody who said everybody comes from one of the 12 tribes, so everybody's got Jew blood. That's a real quandary for you, Jew haters. All right, let's move on and hear some fun music. Oksy doksy. Oh, why is none of Mr. Jones' comments are on the YouTube side? So how does that happen? I don't get it. But you know what? It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna show up and do the deal. You know, do the right thing. I may still make mistakes because I am human. But the goal is the sick person's prayer and not being angry towards people that are just wherever they're at in their development. And that's just how it is. And I have, obviously, we know, I haven't always been able to be here and have this kind of just the energy of my position. Now, my position on things hasn't changed. The energy has to change, and the presentation as well. So, like earlier, and most of my evidence-based stuff that I've done lately, for the most part, it's not the same as it was. Do I haul off and call people pieces of shit here and there? Yeah, that needs work. But I did not trigger out on that stream. And I wish I had more energy, because if I broke down every video they did about me, like I said, I'd wipe the floor with you. But I simply don't have time for it. Simply do not. Not in these times. No, there's no time for that. No time. Okay, I have 2 songs and I might have to go after that. And if you're still here, Shay, or anybody, how is it that they show up in StreamYards, but they don't show up in YouTube? How does that work? I just don't understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. Okay, Raina, where are you? I'm pretty sure we're going to do these 2 songs and then we're going to be done. Luckily, some of these other people that like to mass flag me are busy right now. They're streaming themselves. So I think I'm relatively safe, although I think they're pretty skilled. They could be mass flagging me and streaming at the same time. Wait. Where's the sound? Okay, hold on. This song is so funny. I wish I could show you the words, but it screws up the bandwidth. This is so funny.
Pineapple. Can we go thrift shopping?
What?
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. Walking to the club like, what up? I got a big cock. I'm so pumped. I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty. The people like, what's a cold ass honky? Rolling in hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, so my gator shoes. Those are green drapes and a leopard mink. Girl stand next to me. Probably should have washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. But shit, it was 99 cents. I get copping it, watching it. Not to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins. Someone else's girl walking in by me and grungy fucking it. I'm stunting and flossing and saving my money. And I'm hella happy that's a party bitch. I'ma take your grandma style. I'ma take your grandma style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me down? Your Lord jumpsuit and some house slippers. Dookie Brown with a jacket that I found digging. Had a broken keyboard. I'm out of broken keyboard. I'm out of seat blanket. And I'm out of keyboard. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my fringe game. Hello, I can take some low weights, make them cool, sell those. Sneakerhead to be like, he got the Velcro. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comma. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comma. This is fucking awesome. What she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she know about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Like your granddad, was a late in that black button up shirt. Cause right now I'm up in her skirt. I've been thinking, well, you can find me in the I'm not stuck on searching in the section. Your grandma, your auntie, your mama, your mammy. I'll take those flannel zebra jammies secondhand and rock that motherfucker. They built a onesie with the socks on that motherfucker. I hit the party and they stopped in that motherfucker. They be like, oh, that Gucci, that's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. Limited edition, let's do some simple edition. $50 for a t-shirt, that's just some ignorant bitch shit. I call that getting swindled and tricked shit. I call that getting tricked by business. That shirt's hella dope. And having the same one as 6 other people in this club is a hella dope. Weak gang, come take a look through my telescope. Trying to get girls from my brand, then you hella won't. Then you hella won't. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer. This is fucking awesome. I wear your granddad's clothes. I'm looking incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I wear your granddad's clothes. I'm looking incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a comer. This is fucking awesome.
Is that your grandma's coat?
Hey, you never answered about the skeet blanket. You really think that's true? Unfounded? Well, if you really feel that way and you feel that I owe you an amends, that I was wrong, based on your behavior since, you told Lisa Lake to look into fucking having me involuntarily committed. I mean, you were committed to my fucking destruction. But you're telling me that I was unfair with you? You basically proved me right. But again, not here to fight with you. But how are you in the StreamYard but not in YouTube? I'm just curious. How does that happen? Do you know even? None of your comments comes in YouTube. That's weird. Okay, so then answer this question. You weren't biased towards Renee. You haven't really essentially been defending Renee this whole time and blaming me for taking her kids from her. You didn't do that? Songs.
Are you trying to get crazy with this thing? Don't you
You
know
know
I'm
I'm
local?
local.
lover when I go out drinking. Oh, making my mind slow. That's why I don't fuck with the big bro. Oh, bro, I got to maintain. Cause a nigga like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. My shit undercover now it's time for the blower. So I step back and get found. Do it for the diet. Don't try it. Attack your ass like a looter in a riot. My just back like a sumo, slamming that ass. Leaving your face in the grass. You know, I don't take a dulo like you. Just tell us 'cause you can't outright me. Keep that style, wicked, wild. Happy face nigga never seen me smile. Rip that mainframe on this thing. A nigga like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
That's hard.
Gunshot man, right, Louis Armstrong. Play the trumpet, I'll hit that bomb and break y'all something soon. I got to get my props. Cops come and try to snatch my crops. These pigs wanna blow my house down and run the ground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad. I'm up in the night to stand. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot on this ship. If I get with the ultraviolet dream, I'm from the red planet. Natural gambling in the unseen. But don't make your eyes strain. A nigga like me is going insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the membrane.
At the very end, they write. Oh wait, I had to turn the volume off. Okay, he says, "Shit, man, Cypress Hill is the best. Ya, espero les sirva. Adios." That's what they said. This guy's got 37,000 subscribers. See how many? He's had 1 million views on this video. What a great song. I also like the song by them. So you want to be a rock star. Go far. We should listen to that. It's really good. That one, I don't know. So let me check what this person has on their channel. So they have all, videos that are lyric videos. But I want to see how long they've been on. Ooh, they have a really cool guy in a barrel getting barreled surfing. I'll show you the picture. It's very cool. They've only, oh no, they've been on here since 2009. So that's a long time. But I still don't see how that equals 37,000 subs. But again, for the person that says, you're playing copyright music, so is this person. And they're getting away with it. So some of these artists want their music to be played. And they allow it to be done. But you don't want it played, so therefore it shouldn't be. Okay. Cypress Hill. Everybody Hurts, R.A.M. Oh, what a great song that is. I'm trying to see if he has the other. He even has Tracy Chapman, Fast Car, which Tracy Chapman gets blocked every fucking time. This person is allowed to play it. Let me see if they say that they don't have copy. I know they don't have copyright. Metallica. Let me see if what he writes in the description. Hold on. He writes, oh, it's in Spanish. Esta. Let's see. Esta canción pertenece al álbum Load de Sudena. I don't know. It has the thing over the U. I don't know how to pronounce that. Disfrutenia. I'm not saying that's how it would. No, disfruten. Tenla. James se la dedicó a su difunta madre. They don't even write in there that they have no copyright on it. So they're playing copywritten music, and they are being allowed to do so. And anything that they're not allowed, it's going to be blocked, and that's how it works. My shitty little healing channel is such a threat to you. Oh, I must be destroyed. God, sick as fuck. Sick. NWA, straight out of Compton. NWA, fuck the police. Parkour in Mar del Plata. This person's in Argentina. He doesn't have the so you want to be a rock star. He's got some Linkin Park. It's got 103,000 views on Numb by Linkin Park. Copywritten music. Oh, it looks like this is a hell, this guy, it's a young guy, and he's like jumping off the roof of his house. I have to see what this is. I'm sorry. What the heck is he doing? I'll give him a thumb. Oh my god. He's doing like jackass type shit. He's jumping. Oh my god, this is so dangerous. I don't like jackass because young people try to imitate these pranks and people get really hurt. Oh my god, I'm afraid to watch. I mean, obviously he must have made it if it's on here, but he is jumping. Oh my god, you have to look at this. This is what jackass encourages. And think about how many children have been killed trying to imitate these damn things. So look at him. And he's going to jump. And this is 2 stories up. He's going to jump. This is fucking crazy. This is jackass inspired shit. Wonder if this person's. I'm going to see last time they dropped a video. Fucking hell, man. Oh, it's just frightening. It's frightening. God, can you imagine if a child they were doing that shit? It's dangerous. Can't leave it on that note. That's too much of a bummer. You know, and some people are just every night feeding that drama thing, which I know. I mean, I did my own share of that, so it's just, it feels better to not be hearing it. Lil Wayne came up. I remember I was talking about Lil Wayne. Now he's in the, oh, that's Lil Jon. Dave Chappelle did a really funny bit pretending to be Lil Jon. Hilarious. Okay, let me see. What is a skeet blanket? Nobody said anything. Oh God! Of course, it's exactly what I thought it was. What is a skeet blanket? It's a blanket that a male uses to jack off into. No, don't use that blanket. Ew, man, is that your skeet blanket? See jizz, masturbate, blanket, skeet, meow mix, random word 95, random words, pud nubber, man with a micro penis. Susie, last night I picked up this pud nubber at the bar and he did nothing for me. We should take a look at this. Is slang, defining slang. All right. Ding, 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 ding. All right, here you go, so you can see. Oh, God, I told you. Told you that's what it means. So, are you telling me that, what is meow mix? Acronym FAO. Fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Faux N word. Out souring. It's supposed to be outsourcing. Fountain pen. An old fashioned yet way superior way to write. If used properly, it can be made to write with different thicknesses and consistencies. Yeah, fountains are cool. So there you go, the slang definition for this, which I was waiting for someone to tell me if that's what it was called, and that is what it is. That's what I thought it was. And it's gross. It's really gross. Um, ugh. I have a weak stomach. I can't really deal with much like that. I mean, I just can't. I'm sorry. I just can't deal with that. All right, so we're getting to the end of the story here. And the story is that, did you know that the Trap family, that song, The Sound of Music, the movie was based upon the Trap family, that they were on What's My Line with Tony Randall in the 50s. What's My Line? It's a very big show. Groucho Marx was the host for a long time. This is a different host. This must have been before Groucho Marx. Who, also the Marx Brothers are very strange, very talented musicians, though. Did you know that they started out as musicians? They all played an instrument. They were all very talented musicians. But there was something about whatever their comic stuff that they came up with, and it was more popular than what they were doing with the music, so that's why. I just watched a documentary on them recently. I watch a lot of documentaries. I just like learning about people's lives, but then there is a chance that these stories aren't even true that they tell us. But Yeah, I never really understood Zeppo. Zeppo was one that was not. It was Harpo, Groucho, Chico, or did it end up just being the three of them? Maybe Zeppo was in that, but then he ended up managing them, and he stepped out of. I don't remember entirely, but my sister's best friend in college, his mother, Barbara Sinatra, was married to Zeppo, and Zeppo adopted Robert Marx, who is Barbara's son, who was relatively inappropriate with me when I was 16. He was 30. But he made a mean pesto, I'll tell you that. He could cook. So I think that's going to do it. We're going to say goodnight for now, and thank you for Shay for coming, and actually everybody that came, and they behaved pretty much. They did. They behaved, and that's all I can really ask for. They're going to come in my room, just behave. You know, I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to throw people out. Everyone is is given a chance to be a better you. It's just how I am. I have to give people a chance. If they see the error of their ways, we can put the past behind us, you know? Because I'm not going to be hating on my brothers and sisters in the world in this time. I'm just not going to hate on anyone. I can't. There's people I definitely don't like very much, but I cannot hate anyone. I hate a lot of their actions. I hate what's been done to people. But hate's really not the word for it. Hate's not the right word for it. It's just, even like I've this, have contempt for this evil Clearman. Um, I don't have to be emotionally attached to the evil being perpetrated. What I need to do is take my energy to figure out a solution. And I think that most of us have talked about a lot of stuff, and we can continue to talk about things. I'm not saying that we can't. I want to really start focusing on solutions and, yeah, talk about stuff, but let's also have some some brainstorming about solution. I think that's something that's needed. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean that I'm changing my tune about leaving. I'm going to gauge it from here forward. Um, I don't. I don't. I really want to get off of social media, but I want to get off. I want to get away from these devices. That's what I want to do. So, uh, and I spoke to someone today that said, it's so toxic, and you deserve so much better. And I heard her. I heard what she said, that it's just not. It's so toxic. You don't want to be around it. You don't want to be around it. It's bad for you. So that's where I'm at with it. I am definitely. I've made that turn in that direction. So I definitely won't be here very long. Anybody, if you want to be in touch with me, if I can. I don't like doing emails. I don't often do it with people because I have to really trust somebody, because I can't respond because people try to fish. So going forward, we'll have to communicate through chat if you like, but that is a way you can actually speak to me one-on-one. And actually more than, you can set up groups to have more than one person in a thing. So uh, that's a way we could keep in touch. We could still like be, focusing on what's going on and solutions, but not in public view necessarily. Now, on other, that does, so I'll still go and support other people's channels and come up on panels. Um, just certain people probably at this point. I'm thinking Richard, Robert are the only two. I don't think David has people. He doesn't do panels, but David Yates, who is an amazing man, who the way he writes is just pure poetry. I want to help promote that book once it's available again. And but I don't think he does panels. But pretty much Richard and Robert. I don't have to be on their panels. That's not what I'm saying. But now and then maybe I'll pop in there on a panel. Um, maybe London. I'll go over there, get on his panel now and then. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying that I won't. I'll participate in things that I don't feel are toxic. Uh, but I won't. I'll surrender my live streams to get away from the toxicity. That's what I have to do. Uh, I was very close to shutting my channels down again, and that will come. So I am not long on. I mean that I won't be here much longer. So if you want to get in touch with me, it won't be more than a couple months. Definitely be done in a couple months. And I would encourage everyone to think about these things. You can't get free from the beast system if you're using their tech. It's not going to happen. I'm not living in a fucking 15-minute city where you're literally trapped in there. You can't go outside of that. You don't get it. Oh, this is going to be so convenient. 15 minutes to everything. Like I can walk everywhere. It's going to be so great. Yeah, and you're locked in there. You're not allowed to leave your zone. That's your world, your fucking zone. Yeah, I get mad about shit still. Yeah, I do. People do not understand the ramifications of what's coming. They don't get it. It's another reason why I don't want to leave, because I want to continue to have these conversations with people. It's important. So for that, I would like to be here for that important stuff. And I can do that on other people's channels. I don't have to be on my channel doing it and subjecting myself to this abuse. I just don't need to do it. I have enough places to go where I can satisfy my needs to talk to people about things, and I'm good. So I feel great about it. I'm heading into the new year in almost a complete energetic shift. And I wish I had more strength to fight battles for other people. I just can't put my neck out on the chopping block on this platform anymore. That doesn't mean if somebody contacts behind the scenes and they want me to give them evidence I have, or if they want me to do a deposition, or because they're being cyberbullied and suicide trolled on here, absolutely I will help. But I can't do much in the public sphere, and I can communicate further about that, and the ways that I can support and the ways that I can't. I don't troll people for myself or anyone else. I'm not in this to play games. I stayed because I knew how serious it was, and no one was standing up for me. So I knew other people were not being stood up for. So it was a mission to shed light on something. And was it pretty all the time? Not when people are trying to get you to off yourself. No, it's not. It doesn't look pretty because it's not pretty at all. There's nothing pretty about it. And then ridicule a person for the way you tormented them and the way they're behaving and telling them they're 9/18s. Really? Like my title said, I was talking to my case manager today. We had an excellent conversation. And I said to her, can you see how much I've changed? And she goes, yeah, and I'm really, really happy for you. I'm so happy for you. Because she knows I haven't gotten proper care. And she was telling me they're short staffed, they can't get anybody to stay. And I was like, oh, really? I said, do they hire part-time? She said, yeah. She goes, you should apply. You should apply to work here. Now, you think she'd be saying that if I was a 9/18? You dumbass. Oh, let's hire this mentally unwell, unstable 9/18 to help the real 9/18s. I mean, it just doesn't happen, Lisa. So, uh, and I'm pretty sure there would be no way for you to get me fired from that job because they know what's been done to me. You're well aware. They also know that I use cannabis medicine. She still told me she thinks I should apply. So, as I said, your bullshit of wanting me to be labeled a 9/18, whatever the police said, it doesn't matter. The police are not my doctors. My doctors, very happy and actually, and frankly, quite amazed by how well I'm doing because I have not been provided any therapy for about 3 months. No therapy. But I got better on my own, didn't I? Sure did. I will continue to do so. And I'll be as ready as a person can be in my situation for what's coming. And as I said, anybody that's lucky enough to have me on their compound, I'll get your back. You can count on it. I put my neck out for many people. Many didn't deserve it. What do you think I'll do for the people that do deserve it? I'll fight to the death for people. I will help people to stay safe. Yes, I will. So I'm hoping that maybe some of us will arrive in the same off-grid underground community, perhaps, or whatever it is. We will find a way to. We will continue to fight for what's right. And just like in the Matrix, they never stop fighting, do they? I didn't see the last Matrix film, but David Icke said, if you want to understand the true nature of reality, study the Matrix. Study it. I think he was referring mostly to the first film. So there's some things to do that are much better choices than other things one could do. I want to make the choice to stay in a non-toxic, energetic Oh, I'm back. I forgot what I was doing. All right, I gotta go. My girl's yelling, and I gotta go. So that's it. Whatever I was saying, I finished my thought, and I wish everyone a better reality, consciousness, and safety. So I will probably not be live on tomorrow because I'm going to be getting other places. But if I decide I want to come on and shoot the shit for a minute, I'll do it if I like. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards there's other places I'm gonna go. But check your bell, your notification bell, because they're shutting the bell off. I don't think. Let me see if the notification went out for this last one. Hold on. Wait, that's really weird. Why would it? How would I be getting a notification for my? Oh, because I was on my other account. That's why. Okay. Okay. All right, Raina. All right. So that does it. This one, it was not shadow banned, but yesterday my streams were shadow banned, whatever streams I did. So I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want to miss a stream and you have a way to communicate with me, I could let you know when I'm going to be live. So that's another option. So good night. Be safe tomorrow, and try not to consume too much alcohol because it's just bad for you. And don't overindulge in anything really, and certainly not if you have to drive. Taking a bunch of edibles is very dangerous. It's not safe to drive like that. People can get very, very, very wasted on shit, on THC. You can take hundreds of grams of THC easily, and it's not good for your brain. So moderation and peace and love. Till the next time. Okay, night night. Big hug. Happy New Year to you. And I don't think you go live with your music anymore, right? Well, just stay in touch. We have messages now and then, so I don't go on chat that often because I'm not really talking to anyone. So I don't necessarily check it every day, but it's not actually. Sometimes it shows up on my phone, like you can see the icon. Other times I have to go into the settings and the apps in order to open chat to see if I have messages. But then randomly now and then, that icon or that avatar appears on the screen. So sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't, which I don't get it. Okay, so I'm gonna have a good night's sleep tonight, I think, and I wish you the same. Like I said, be safe out there, and perhaps I shall see you tomorrow. If not tomorrow, probably the next day, but as I said, this won't go past. I think February would be the last month. No, there will be no more time. I have to relocate again, and I have to be safe, and I cannot. Yeah, so there's a lot going on with regards to that, and I have to focus my energy on my own safety. And it's not just against these people online that want to compromise my safety. It's because what's coming. Try close on getting on a very heavily fortified property that's got a gate you can't get on the property. So anyway, as I said, living in an old broken down RV. Go make a fucking video and laugh about it, Lisa. Have a great New Year.